167. I'm the little heart's ease. I don't care for pouting skies. If the butterfly delay, can I therefore stay away? If the coward bumblebee in his chimney corner stay, I must resoluter be. Who'll apologize for me? Dear old-fashioned little flower, Eden is old-fashioned too. Birds are antiquated fellows. Heaven does not change her blue. Nor will I, the little heart's ease, ever be induced to do. 168. Ah, necromancy sweet! Ah, wizard erudite! Teach me the skill, that I instill the pain Surgeons assuage in vain, nor herb of all the plain can heal. 169. Wait till the majesty of death invests so mean a brow, almost a powdered footman might dare to touch it now. Wait till in everlasting robes this democrat is dressed, then prate about preferment and station and the rest. Around this quiet courtier obsequious angels wait. Full royal is his retinue, full purple is his state. A lord might dare to lift the hat to such a modest clay, since that my lord, the Lord of lords, receives unblushingly. 170. 'Tis so much joy, 'tis so much joy. If I should fail, what poverty! And yet, as poor as I, have ventured all upon a throw, have gained, yes, hesitated so, this side the victory. Life is but life, and death but death. Bliss is but bliss, and breath but breath. And if indeed I fail, at least to know the worst is sweet. Defeat means nothing but defeat. No drearier can befall. And if I gain, O gun at sea, O bells that in the steeples be, at first repeat it slow, for heaven is a different thing, conjectured and waked sudden in, and might extinguish me. 171. A fuzzy fellow, without feet, yet doth exceeding run. Of velvet is his countenance, and his complexion dun. Sometime he dwelleth in the grass, sometime upon a bough, from which he doth descend in plush upon the passer-by. All this in summer, but when the winds alarm the forest folk, he taketh damask residence, and struts in sewing silk. Then, finer than a lady, emerges in the spring, a feather on each shoulder, you'd scarce recognize him. By men yclept caterpillar, by me, but who am I to tell the pretty secret of the butterfly? 172. At last, to be identified, at last, the lamps upon your side, the rest of life to see. Past midnight, past the morning star, past sunrise, ah, what leagues they were between our feet and day. 173. Except to heaven, she is naught, except for angels, lone, except to some wide wandering bee, a flower superfluous blown, except for winds provincial, except by butterflies, unnoticed as a single dew that on the acre lies, the smallest housewife in the grass, yet take her from the lawn, and somebody has lost the face that made existence home. 174. Portraits are to daily faces as an evening west to a fine pedantic sunshine in a satin vest. 175. I cautious scanned my little life. I winnowed what would fade from what would last till heads like mine should be a dreaming laid. I put the latter in a barn, the former blew away. I went one winter morning, and lo, my priceless hay was not upon the scaffold, was not upon the beam, and from a thriving farmer a cynic I became. Whether a thief did it, whether it was the wind, whether deities guiltless, my business is to find. So I begin to ransack. How is it hearts with thee? Art thou within the little barn love provided thee? 176. If I could bribe them by a rose, I'd bring them every flower that grows, from Amherst to Kashmir. I would not stop for night, or storm, or frost, or death, or any one, my business were so dear. If they would linger for a bird, my tambourine were soonest heard among the April woods, unwearied all the summer long, only to break in wilder song when winter shook the boughs. What if they hear me? Who shall say that such an importunity may not at last avail, that weary of this beggar's face, they may not finally say yes to drive her from the hall? 177. As if some little arctic flower upon the polar hem went wandering down the latitudes until it puzzled came to continents of summer, to firmaments of sun, to strange bright crowds of flowers and birds of foreign tongue. I say, as if this little flower to Eden wandered in. What then? Why, nothing, only your inference therefrom. 178. To learn the transport by the pain, as blind men learn the sun, to die of thirst suspecting that brooks in meadows run, to stay the homesick feet upon a foreign shore, haunted by native lands the while, and blue beloved air. This is the sovereign anguish, this the signal woe. These are the patient laureates, whose voices, trained below, ascend in ceaseless carol, inaudible indeed, to us, the duller scholars of the mysterious bard. 179. If the foolish call them flowers, need the wiser tell? If the savants classify them, it is just as well. Those who read the Revelations must not criticize those who read the same edition with beclouded eyes. Could we stand with that old Moses, canon denied, scan like him the stately landscape on the other side? Doubtless we should deem superfluous many sciences not pursued by learned angels in scholastic skies. Lo, amid that glad belles lettres, grant that we may stand, stars amid profound galaxies, at that grand right hand.